The Refugee Funds Drive campaign, dubbed LuQuLuQu, is seen as the homegrown solution to Africa's immigrant crisis in the wake of diminishing donor funds. UNHCR Kenya spokesman Yvonne Ndege, speaking during the launch of the initiative, said they had so far received 35% of the critical funding required to assist refugees in Africa.
Just over 30% of the funding required to meet the basic needs of refugees in Africa has been received. That leaves a huge gap of over 60% of the basic needs of refugees, internally displaced persons and asylum seekers that can't be met.
She added that the increased displacement crisis across the world has led to the drop in the earmarked funding for Africa.
With the increased refugee crises and displacement issues globally, Syria, the Mediterranean Sea crisis, Yemen, earmarked funding for Africa and displaced communities in Africa from traditional donor countries like the United States, like the European Union, has seen a steady decline and continues to drop. This negative shift in funding is having a terrible effect on refugees across the continent.
Centered on the African philosophy of Ubuntu or Ujamaa that promotes the principles and values of shared responsibility, shared resources, and caring for one another, inherent to African culture and belief, LuQuLuQu campaign seeks to create a community of supporters for sustainability.
We want to rally the best of us to unite as a global collective, to change, to advocate for and support the refugees in our borders, in Africa as a continent. And we want to showcase their resilience, their strength, all the things that they are doing with their meager resources that we can support and help them to be self-reliant, empower them a bit, give them, instead of giving them handouts, help them take care of themselves.
Kenya is host of nearly 500,000 of the 20.2 million displaced people in the world, 78% whom are women and children, while 57% are under 18 years of age.
We want to shed light on the resilience and strength of refugees and their contribution to the global collective, and show the world that if we come together as Africans, we can at least start at home. They say charity begins at home. So we can start by trying to solve the displacement crisis on our continent.
Donations can be made through the online donation page donate.unhcr.org/LuQuLuQu and pay bill number 329378, account number LuQuLuQu. For Channel 1 News Hour, I'm Emily K. Bade.